problem.
7 Sport proudly presents this morning's World of Sport replay.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today we look at racing from Moonee Valley yesterday, harness racing also from Moonee Valley, and the week's 4 big greyhound meetings. First of all, though, we checked last night's Tatslotto draw. It was draw number 469, and the numbers that came out were 10, 11, 16, 26, 28, 38, the 2 supplementary numbers, 2 and 18, and a Division 1 prize pool of in excess of $1.3 million. In Super 66, the winning combination was 7, 2, 2, 4, 8 and 1, and the results of and dividends for those in 7 National News tomorrow night at 6:30. We'll take a break on World of Sport replay, and after that break, racing from Moonee Valley. With 3 favourites and 1 equal favourite successful. The first event was the Tweedside Hurdle, and in this race there were equal favourites D'Angelo and Samides at 7 to 2. Your caller is Brian Martin.
Racing this time, Samides missed the jump about a length and a half, with Larders Max and Highland Ranger getting back, and away quickly over on the inside, going out fast, Malabard. Going through his dead end, showing some pace today with Quipel, and also up towards the leaders Rock Fun. Here's the second jump coming up now. It's a good race for the lead, Malabard. Oh, there's one down there, Quipel. Quipel's lost the rider. Larders Max nearly went over the top of it, was badly hampered, and one out of the race there. Quipel has come down heavily at the second one. The rider is conscious and coming down towards the side in the first round, and the leader here is Malabard, a length in front now of Dead End up second. On the outside of it, Rock Fun. They're all pulling those 3 in front as they go over that one. Rock Fun hit it about 3 lengths further back then as With a Vengeance. Samides didn't jump it too well, but on the flat he quickly improved his position. A half length further back in the field, D'Angelo. 4 lengths Highland Ranger and Larders Max last of all. Over that one, D'Angelo crashed through that and lost a length or so, and the leader is Dead End as they run up with about 2,100 metres to go. Dead End's out 2.5 lengths in front. No pace though. Second placing is Malabard, a length and a quarter. Rock Fun, a half With a Vengeance. Then the favourites over on the inside, Samides, outside him D'Angelo. 2 lengths further back is Highland Ranger, and 3 to Larders Max last of all. Here's the jump coming up in front of the stand, the one down at the 150 metre mark, and the leader is Dead End in the all-white colours. Comes to it, took off early but got away with it. Got over about 4 lengths in front of, in second placing Malabard, a half With a Vengeance travelling well, third of the winning post. A length and a half to Rock Fun. Samides saving ground back on the inside of D'Angelo, and Highland Ranger out 3 deep, and 4 lengths last of all is Larders Max. They've got 1,700 metres to go, turning down the side. There's a double coming down the side. The leader is Dead End under a good hold, about 2 in front of With a Vengeance. On the inside is Malabard, a length further back Highland Ranger, 3 deep around D'Angelo, and on the fence Rock Fun. A length and a half Samides, and 3 to Larders Max last of all. Over that one, crashing through it there was D'Angelo. Lost a bit of ground with Highland Ranger and Samides back on the inside of them at the 1,400 metre mark, and the leader still Dead End, about a length and a quarter in front. With a Vengeance went up second on the outside. On the fence is Malabard, third, a length into Rock Fun. Now Samides is angling away from the fence, and they quickly went around him there, Highland Ranger and D'Angelo, and they're bunching up, and 2 lengths last of all at the 1,000 metre mark is Larders Max. They head down the back, and With a Vengeance raced up to tackle Dead End as they go to the jump of the 950. 2 lengths in front of Highland Ranger on the outside of Malabard as they sail over that one. Then D'Angelo being ridden along, a half is Rock Fun, a length for the back Samides, and 2 lengths last of all Larders Max. But at the 850 metre mark and going to the front now, With a Vengeance got a length and a half to Dead End. 2 further back in the field, Malabard from D'Angelo. Rock Fun, Samides still looking for a run behind them, and 4 lengths further back Highland Ranger at the school of the 650, and With a Vengeance jumped it well. Samides got into it, the leader With a Vengeance, 2 in front. D'Angelo making a long run around the outside, goes up second. Samides spearing through, goes to third as they come to the next of the 450 metre mark. With a Vengeance landed a length in front. Samides goes for a rails run up on the inside of the leader. He got checked there. With a Vengeance rolled back to the fence. He had to check Samides. D'Angelo went up second, then 2 lengths to Rock Fun. They're about to turn, and the leader With a Vengeance from D'Angelo. They've closed the gap now on Samides, in a gap in the field further back then to Larders Max. They turn with one jump to get over 200 out, and D'Angelo put his head in front of With a Vengeance. Samides back to the rail. D'Angelo With a Vengeance over it together. D'Angelo's taken the lead now from With a Vengeance and Samides, and D'Angelo's drawing away. D'Angelo by a length and a quarter, 2 With a Vengeance. 3 lengths further back Samides. He was going pretty well when he got checked on the home turn. He's run third. Then Rock Fun further back in the field. Then at the head of the others is Malabard. A good gap in the field then to Larders Max. Dead End gave right in and beat one in, and that was Highland Ranger.
Very versatile galloper, D'Angelo, has now won 4 races in a row, the last 2 over the jumps and the previous 2 on the flat. Started 7-2 equal favourite, defeating With a Vengeance at 4s, and Sir Meady's the other equal favourite in the first. In race 2, the favourite at 7-4 was Indeed I Do.
Racing, Indeed I Do's jumped away with them. High Courage missed it about a half length. Slow to begin was Keone, and going quickly from the outside, Special Papa, one of the leaders with Indeed I Do, and High Courage driving up to the lead. Chisango over on the inside, settling down, and further back than our Golden Fella. Shiatsu going up 5th in the centre. A length further back, Suter, and they're followed back in the field by Smoky Fox, and the outside of them, Kakaya Bang. 2 lengths further back, Tristram, a couple of lengths, Prince Gielgud, followed by Command Code, and Porter Keone last of all. At the 650 metre mark and over on the inside, Indeed I Do joins High Courage the outside. A length and a half, Shiatsu, followed on the outside by Special Papa from Suter. Then our Golden Fella, and further back Chisango. On the bend they race, the favourites together. Indeed I Do on the inside, and High Courage they turn together. About a length in front of pull to the outside, Shiatsu, and then a gap in the field, Special Papa. Indeed I Do on the inside, ahead in front. Coming up them, Shiatsu, and High Courage is rolling about. Indeed I Do drifting away from the rail. It's in front, getting towards the line from Shiatsu, flashing home. Indeed I Do in front, it wins. Indeed I Do, 3/4 Shiatsu. Third ahead away, High Courage, and they wandered about up the straight. Our Golden Fella got home quickly behind them. So did Tristram. Further back then Keone. Then Prince Gielgud, followed by Smoky Fox, and then on the outside of them is Special Papa. A gap in the field, Command Code just coming in, Chisango, followed by Kakaya Bang, and last of all Suter.
Good run by Indeed I Do. He's a pretty classy colt, winning 7-4 favourite. Another nice run by Shiatsu at 10-1. It should pick up a race pretty shortly. And High Courage was third at 11-4. In the third, the Calcalo handicap, Epicenter was back from 7-2 to start favourite at 11-4.
Racing. Epicenter on the inside, seemed to knuckle going out of the gate and missed it slightly. Good Old Days jumped to the lead from Insatiate Wagal. Epicenter behind them. Seeker Fortune only ambled out of the stalls. She's going to be back at the tail of the field when they settle down. In fact, she'll be a clear last. On settling, Good Old Days in front today, led by a length to Insatiate. Epicenter third on the inside of Wagal. Around them goes 4 Bow out wide with My Edward back on the inside. Electric Wire from Snowblock, Metric Turmoil. And Seeker Fortune got up on the inside of Vice Like Grip back at the rear. Along the back, 11.50 out. Good Old Days a length in front, Insatiate second, a length and a half Epicenter, and the box seat third. Over on the inside of Wagal, and then My Edward around Electric Wire, and 3 deep 4 Bow, 2 to Snowblock, 2 further back Metric Turmoil on the outside of Seeker Fortune, and 1.5 last of all is Vice Like Grip at the 850 metre turn, and the leader is Good Old Days, now being tackled by Insatiate, who went up on the outside about 3 lengths, and the pace is keen. Epicenter third, Wagal the outside of him, and they're stringing out now from further back My Edward. Electric Wire struggling, and here's Seeker Fortune pulled out. She's starting to make big strides with Metric Turmoil. Then Vice Like Grip pulled to the outside from further back in the field. Snowblock, Electric Wire dropping out from 4 Bow. Insatiate left in front, nearing the turn though, from in second place in Wagal. Seeker Fortune at Epicenter. Seeker Fortune to the outside from Epicenter at the 350. Good Old Days is gone, and then Vice Like Grip and Snowblock. On the turn, Insatiate, the leader from Seeker Fortune, going up on the outside. She's a danger. The filly loomed up to grab Insatiate when they turn from Wagal. Snowblock gets out, runs on from My Edward. Seeker Fortune put its head in front with 150 to go, but Snowblock finishing quickly on the outside, raced up, ducked in, grabbed them. Insatiate comes again, but Snowblock got up to win. A neck on the line to Insatiate, who kicked again, ahead away third, Seeker Fortune, just weakened on a run from My Edward. Then Wagal, a gap in the field, Metric Turmoil, Vice Like Grip. Then further back in the field, Electric Wire. Epicenter had a beautiful run, gave up quickly. Second last, Good Old Days, and 4 Bow, the last one in.
Big result for the books, with Snowblock getting the money at 25-1, defeating the 33-1 chance Insatiate. Seeker Fortune third, just struggling to run out the 1600 metres, and Epicenter was most disappointing in the third. In race 4, Canny Lass was resuming from a spell, but started favourite at 2-1.
Lights on racing. She's gone away with them though, Canny Lass. A little bit slow away, Emma Fidelis. Away quickly towards the centre there is Bit of a Star, flying out of the gate, led from Century while settling down. They're followed by Nan Crest, Bowl Nicky. Up in the centre then came Almost Paradise from Yippee-Yi-8, a half length further back in the field, Picasso Pearl. Canny Lass around the outside from Rule the Bar, and last of all Emma Fidelis. At the turn at the 700 metre mark, and the leader on the outside, Bit of a Star, joined by Century Waltz the Rail. A length further back, Nan Crest, 2 to Almost Paradise. Canny Lass pulled to the outside, making ground around the outside of Bowl Nicky, 2 lengths further back then Picasso Picasso, Pearl, Yippee Yates, then Emma Fidelis and Rule the Bar last of all. On the turn, bit of a star in front of Century Waltz from Nan Crest. Canny Lass pulled out wide, then Decade Doll when they wheel around the turn. She pulls to the outside, the top weight, bit of a star grab by Nan Crest, who took the lead. Canny Lass given full force, coming quickly on the outside. Nan Crest, bit of a star, Canny Lass coming after them. Nan Crest in front on the outside, Canny Lass wearing it down, Nan Crest hanging on. Nan Crest a half head to Canny Lass. A length and a quarter, bit of a star third, and then Almost Paradise. Then Emma Fidelis, further back in the field, Century Waltz. They're followed by Bowl Nicky, Yippee Yates, never a chance from Picasso, Pearl, and Rule the Bar.
Nan Crest just holding on at 6-1, defeating the 2-1 favourite Canny Lass. A very nice run, and she'll be much fitter for that run. And a bit of a star third at 8s in race 4. In the Stayers race, the Magdala Handicap race 5, dual Melbourne Cup place getter Noble Comment was sent out favourite at 2-1.
Lights on, they're racing. Away they go, and over on the inside, Sunlight Bow has begun fairly well with them. Jumping away quickly towards the outside, Nondescript with Noble Comment, and going up fast, Sterling Taros, 2 grand. They're all looking for leaders when they settle down. Sunlight Bow doesn't want to lead. He's being restrained from further back in the field than Peaceful Protest. They're followed by Minnie Deese quickly getting to the rail from Shuri, racing out White Island Sun. Second last in the race, Stonehurst, and last of all, Arietta's Goal. Nondescript to the 2100 metre mark around the top turn with over a round to go has taken off in the lead, and it's Nondescript going out about 3 lengths in front now of Sterling Taros, 2 to Noble Comment, third on the rail, 2 grand on the outside of Sunlight Bow, a length further back Peaceful Protest from Island Sun, 2 lengths further back Minnie Deese from Shuri. They're followed by Stonehurst, and last of all is Arietta's Goal. Imagine having trouble restraining this leader Nondescript as they go to the winning post. It led 2.5 to 3 lengths. Sterling Taros is second, about 4 to Noble Comment, a length and a half, 2 grand. The pace fairly keen. They're followed by over on the outside Sunlight Bow. Further back in the field, Peaceful Protest, 2 then to Island Sun from Minnie Deese, a rail from Shuri, and then came Stonehurst. Last of all, down the side of the 1600 metre mark is Arietta's Goal. Must be 15 lengths from first to last, and now Sterling Taros pulled off the rail and had a crack at the leader Nondescript, and they've clapped on the speed. They're out 5 lengths to Noble Comment, 2 to 2 grand, a length Sunlight Bow, Peaceful Protest, then Island Sun, Minnie Deese back on the inside, saving ground, followed by Shuri. Then came over on the inside there Stonehurst, and last of all Arietta's Goal. At the turn of the 1200 metre mark, Nondescript 3/4 in front. Now being restrained back behind him is Sterling Taros. They're 6 lengths in front of the top weight Noble Comment. He's starting to niggle at him. 2 lengths to 2 grand, suited by this quick pace. They're followed by Peaceful Protest. Being hard-ridden Sunlight Bow. Minnie Deese still saving ground on the rail. Shuri pulled out 3 deep from Arietta's Gold, and then further back in the field came Stonehurst. Last of all is Island Sun. They've got to the leaders at the turn of the 850, where Nondescript's tackled quickly by Noble Comment, and he's taking off a long way from home. And there he goes, Noble Comment. He's swept to the front now. Got to the lead now in second place in 2 grand. Arietta's Gold is off the track, and Minnie Deese starting to work its way through the picture. At the 500 metre mark, and Noble Comment the leader from 2 grand, and Minnie Deese the centre. Then Arietta's Gold, and they've kicked away now from Shuri, and further back Sterling Taros. Nondescript dropping out from Peaceful Protest. Noble Comment the leader at the 400. Got away a length in front now of 2 grand and Minnie Deese, and they're clear of Shuri, the others struggling. Old Noble Comment kicked away on the turn. Minnie Deese got to second, goes after him. 2 grand is gone, but they turn, and Noble Comment the leader with Minnie Deese the tackler. At the 150, Noble Comment a length in front. Minnie Deese stride by stride, pegging it back. Noble Comment being tackled by Minnie Deese. She's going home better, and Minnie Deese gets up to win on the line by a half length to Noble Comment. A little bit early he went on Noble Comment. 4 lengths away, third Shuri. Then a gap to 2 grand from Arietta's Gold. They're followed by Sterling Taros. Peaceful Protest, a good gap then to Sunlight Bow, Island Sun, Nondescript, and last of all in the race is Stonehurst.
And she's certainly racing well at the moment. Minnie Deese winning at 5 to 1, just running down Noble Comment at 2's favourite, and 6 lengths away third was Shuri at 5s. In race 6, Vera's Boy and Todd Wilkes resumed their Moonee Valley battle. Vera's Boy was the favourite at 9 to 4.
Substitute number 3, Vera's Boy. Racing, Prince Habit is a late scratching, although we haven't got it officially, and away they go. And Todd Wilkes, one of the best to begin. Regal Lord dropping in behind them. Blakeworth and Great Warrior began fast, with Vera's Boy going up towards the lead. When they settle into stride was Sandy Rigo on the outside. Further back was Cup Tie. He settles in behind them now from Heroic Bachelor, and Regal Lord 3 lengths away last of all. 1250 metre turn coming up, and Great Warrior worked around the outside to be in front. Crossed over and led by a half length to Vera's Boy, a length into Todd Wilkes in the box seat, a length and a half Sandy Rigo. 2 to Lakeworth, 2 then Heroic Bachelor, a length and a half Cup Tie. 5 lengths to Regal Lord last of all. At the 1,000-metre mark, Vera's Boy went up to join Great Warrior. 2.5 Todd Wilkes in the box seat third. A length Sandy Rigo being ridden along. A length to Lakeworth. 3 to further back Heroic Bachelor. On the fences, Cup Tie a half away and 5 lengths. He can't keep up at all, the Regal Lord. He's 15 lengths off the lead. Vera's Boy has got to the front now. 650 metres to go. About a half in front of Great Warrior. 2 to Todd Wilkes. Pulled to the outside the top weight. He's starting to pick up ground. Lakeworth's running on from on the outside. Sandy Rigo. 4 lengths Cup Tie, Heroic Bachelor hard ridden, and 5 lengths then to Regal Lord. I think White's nearly going to pull him up out of the race, but Vera's Boy went for home with the 350. Race 2 lengths in front of Todd Wilkes. 2 lengths to Lakeworth to third from Sandy Rigo, and Great Warrior struggling. The others no chance, but Vera's Boy headed for home. The favourite straightening up. 2.5 in front of Todd Wilkes, and then Lakeworth, and further back Sandy Rigo. Vera's Boy over 3 in front with 150 metres to go, holding Todd Wilkes. And on the outside, Lakeworth at bay, and Vera's Boy kept going by young Evagora. And in the run home, Vera's Boy will get the money to score by 2.5 lengths. Todd Wilkes is second. Ahead away third is Lakeworth. A gap in the field to Sandy Rigo, followed by Great Warrior. 8 lengths Cup Tie, 2 lengths Heroic Bachelor, and oh, look at this fellow, Regal Lord. Something must have happened to the barrier. He's run 100 metres tailed off last of all.
And the winner, Vera's Boy, 9-4 favourite, continuing his consistent form, especially at the Valley. Second, Todd Wilkes, 11-4, and third, Lakeworth at 6-1. So to the 7th race, and here Duke's Riesling was the favourite at 3s.
The racing. Come away in a pretty good line too. Falling Snow a little bit slow to begin with. Joyful Flyer, Lost Art getting back, and there's Micah Rowett driving quickly up towards the lead. From Tangmere, Duke's Riesling when they settle down, and Coal Cube over along the inside. Further back in the field, Fine Pearl was getting up on the rail, but Micah Rower up the 850. Led 2 lengths to Duke's Riesling, a half Tangmere from over on the inside, Fine Pearl. Miss Makita racing wide, further back in the field, Falling Snow. Then Bon Poupie, Sister Bernadette, Lost Art, Lady Matthias well back in the field. And the last couple coming down the side now on the inside, Joyful Flyer, last of all, Coal Cube. Micah Rower 4 in front of the 350 metre mark. Duke's Riesling second. Tangmere third from Falling Snow, but the leader's got a commanding break around the turn. The filly Micah Rower straightened up, drifted away from the fence. 4 in front of, in second placing, Duke's Riesling, and now pulled to the outside. Falling Snow's running on. Micah Rower 3 in front with about 100 to go from Falling Snow. Bon Poupie from a mile back. She's going to be too speedy though, Micah Rower. She's getting weary, but she'll get there. Micah Rower scored on the line by a length and a half. Bon Poupie second. Head in front of Falling Snow third, and flashing up Lost Art fourth. Then Duke's Riesling, Miss Marquita further back. Sister Bernadette couldn't get into the call from Tangmere. Then Coal Cube further back in the field. Then at the head of the others, Lady Matthias, Joyful Flyer, and one of the last in, pulling up quickly there, Coal Cube with Fine Pearl.
Micah Rower showing a lot of pace and bringing up the first leg of a double for jockey Kevin Forrester at 7-2 from Bon Poupie 4s, and it was a dead heat for third between Lost Art at 7s and Falling Snow at 33s. Duke's Riesling the unplaced favourite in the 7th. So to race 8, Warlike was a last start Moonee Valley winner, and he was favourite at 5-2.
There's the light. Racing. Gone away in a good line with the exception of Prince Celsius, who missed the kick about 3 lengths. Later begin. Blazing Effigy to Melser away quickly. Truman quickly driving up towards the lead and getting right up on the inside, Sabre Sam. Truman led a neck on the outside of Sabre Sam. 2 lengths further back, Blazing Effigy third. Fourth is Warlike. They're followed further back by Flying Shoes around Be Quick, and on the fence Prince Celsius improved. Then further back to Melser, a length and a half to on the Glen. Market Gossip's got 3 behind it. Knight of Avon followed by Madame Duval, and last of all Chosen Orphan. 6.50 out, the leader Truman by 2 lengths Sabre Sam, Blazing Effigy. A length into Flying Shoes, pulled to the outside, back behind them to Melser. Warlike's got right up behind them trying to get a run, and 2 lengths to Be Quick. On the turn, Truman the leader now from Blazing Effigy, and here's Flying Shoes joining in. Sabre Sam was there, and then Warlike trying to get out. Flying Shoes raced to the front out wide on the track. Warlike getting clear from Temelsa, and Knight of Avon from a mile back. Flying Shoes went for home, 80 metres to go. Warlike kicking it back. Flying Shoes, Warlike goes home better. Gets up to win a neck on the line to Flying Shoes. Knight of Avon flew to run third. Then Blazing Effigy, Sabre Sam, Truman. Then Temelsa, Market Gossip, Be Quick on the Glen. Followed further back by Chosen Orphan. The last couple of Prince Celsius, who missed the kick, and Madame Duval, the last one in.
Warlike, the winner of 5-2 favourite. A nice run, defeating Flying Shoes at 9-2 and Knight of Avon third at 10s in the 8th. In the last, it looked a pretty open race on paper, but Warreen was back from 7-1 to start favourite at 13-4.
Evan Barturis out at 4.57 and away they go in the final event. Stratosphere began well with Warreen, Kaya Miss, and going out quickly Dream Ruler. Princess Park dropping behind them. Kalka walked out of the barrier, missed it hopelessly 5 lengths. Around the outside, Coals of Fire starting to work up towards the lead with Emma Green. Settling down now, Coals of Fire led by 2 lengths Stratosphere, Emma Green. Then Kia Miss on the outside of Warreen. Further back, Gala Wish on the outside of Dream Ruler. Further back, trapped a little wide there is Queen of Bass from Timid Miss Glissade. Lady Padroog on the rail, and they're 2.5 in front of Kalka. Then Princess Park, who brought up the rear. Along the back, 1,000 to go. Coals of Fire, a half Stratosphere. Emma Green is out 3 deep, out running third. A half then to the favourite Warreen, perfectly positioned fourth on the rail. 3/4 to Kia Miss. A length and a half to Dream Ruler over on the inside of the grey Gala Wish. A length and a half Lady Padroog. Queen of Bass out 3 deep. Glissade on the fence. Timid Miss 2 to Kalka, 4 to Princess Park. 6.50 out, a good battle for the lead. Stratosphere went up to Coals of Fire. Emma Green out 3 deep. Warreen trying to get a run through. Kia Miss on the outside of it. Gala Wish, Glissade all taking off with Lady Padroog as they run to the 4.50. Stratosphere the leader right off the track, coming out at Glissade with Queen of Bass there, working around the outside from Emma Green. Gala Wish dropping out. Warreen trying to get a run. Pull to the outside, Lady Padroog, and then Timid Miss starting to run on. On the turn though, and Kia Miss got to the front, tackled by Glissade. They're clear of Queen of Bass, Lady Padroog and Warreen with nowhere to go but under the whip. It's Glissade, Kia Miss turning together, nothing between them. 2 lengths, Queen of Bass down the outside. Over on the inside, it's Kia Miss ahead in front of Glissade. They're well clear of Queen of Bass. Kia Miss is the leader, hanging on. Glissade trying to peg it back, but Kia Miss wins the last, and neck Glissade. 2 lengths away third is Queen of Bass. Warreen got out late to run fourth, and then Emma Green from Timid Miss, Dream Ruler, Gala Wish. Then Stratosphere, Lady Padroog. Further back in the field is Kalka, Princess Park, and Coals of Fire, after showing good speed, is last hit.
Kia Miss bringing up the double for Kevin Forrester at the amazing odds of 14-1, defeating Glissade at 12s and Queen of Bass at 12s, and Warreen the unplaced favourite at 13-4 in the last. Now let's check the doubles. The extra at Moonee Valley, 11-4, $130.50. The daily double, 3-2, $5.60. And the quadrella, 4, 3, 4 and 2, $112.30. In Sydney, the extra double, 1 and 6, $6.15. The daily double up there, 6 and 7, $54.50. The Adelaide extra, 2 and 6, $9.10, and the daily double, 11 and 1, $74.15. At Mornington, the extra 3 and 5, $7.85. The main double, a pair of ones, $4.35, and the quadrella, 1, 3, 1 and 5, $51.10. That was racing from Moonee Valley. After this break on World of Sport Replay, we go greyhound racing.